3 or 4 days since I've seen Alexander. The risk of them getting lung problems is way too high. He's starting to be able to outsmart you now. This is the really friendly guy from the other day. Good morning, I'm Lynn, and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms, where it seems like spring today because it's pretty warm and it's raining like crazy. It just poured last night. I don't know, it's freezing cold, it's snowing, it's raining. Very, very odd weather. But let's go in and see how the lambs made out last night.
There's your milk right there. Being heated.
The little one beside her at the back is the one she adopted. The one in the front is her own. And this is the one with the crooked back legs, who is taking a bottle but can't get up and walk. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to see if we can get it walking. We keep trying to do physiotherapy with it. These are the 2 lambs that we tagged and let out in the pen. They're having a good time because they got a really good big pen. So you can see they're pretty happy about it. Max is in there with her.
What's that?
Max is in their pen. You must have the door open.
The gate's open. I'll shut it. Well, what happened?
We're not quite sure why Max is in there. The lamb just noticed him now. Nobody seems to be in labor in these pens right now. They're all eating and hanging around, but relatively calm. This ewe's still segregated. We'll just leave her here until she has her lambs.
Well, now
But
she's getting used to it, so
Yeah, she's comfortable here. She probably likes the privacy.
fresh air.
Fresh air. She's eating. She can flirt with Ferdinand and Gimli. These boys are all outside comfortable under the lean-to. Tommy's keeping the isolated ewe company. I think she likes that too. And as I do chores in here now, we don't have to watch our backs for rams, so things go a lot quicker when we're doing salt and mineral and cleaning the drinkers and stuff like that, because we don't constantly have to make sure that nobody's getting bad thoughts about maybe giving us a little boot in the backside. And all's quiet in this barn too today. Looks like we have until at least this afternoon before we have to worry about having more lambs. So, not much more we can do with these lambs right now. The one with the legs had its bottle. This mom's lying with her lamb, one real close, and one's under the feeder there. Alexander! Alexander! Hi there! We didn't know where you were. It's been like 3 or 4 days since I've seen Alexander. Hi, buddy! Where have you guys been? Where have you been? They were all gone. Yeah, we were a little worried that they were all gone and had moved somewhere else, or even worse. Arnie said he saw Alexander one day, but that was it. But Alexander's here for sure, and I saw one other. So I don't know how many are left here, but there's 2 for sure still. No.
Smash our gate.
So they look like they're getting along now. Glad and Knockout were locked up all night. Usually they get over it a lot quicker than that. But like I say, Knockout's a young ram and he wants to challenge everybody. These 2 Dorsets and Glad are generally not fighters in the least. You tend to get to know your rams and know who does what. We've been spending the last few days with lambing and all the lambs. So today, with it being a no lamb day, we're going to catch up on some of the chores that we're behind on, which in this damp weather is bedding again. This straw bale did the open and plop apart thing, so he couldn't roll it out. So he's got the skid steer in here trying to spread it around. One day we had a straw bale that actually rolled out. We thought maybe it was a sign of things to come, but apparently not. Come on, you have to go back there. Go on. There you go. Lately we've been having way above normal temperatures, and when that happens and the windows are closed, you start to get ammonia buildup. We've talked about that before. We've got apparently 2 weeks of pretty mild weather. Arnie had sealed all the barns up preparing for winter because we had that cold snap, but now we're thinking in the Dorset barn, which is more sealed up than the other barns, that we're going to take those back 2 windows back out because the risk of them getting lung problems is way too high when it's this warm and damp in the barns. Thought he was going to take just the back ones off, but I guess he's going to take them all off. That's it for chores. These 2 are up again. Mom was just having a nap with the babies, but I guess with all the commotion, they're up now. Never fails that when you open up all the windows because it's way too hot, that the following day you could go into a deep freeze again and it snows and looks a lot like Christmas again. These days we don't know if Christmas is coming or spring is coming, but today it's definitely another winter day. No more lambs overnight, so I'm just checking the lambs that we released into the big pen. They're both asleep under the feeder. They go there all by themselves. This is definitely the place that the lambs prefer to sleep, under the feeders like that. I think it's cozier and feels a little more secure for them. But they're asleep and doing well. Mom's up eating. The mom with the triplets is still getting glycol because she's still a little weak, but her lambs seem okay. We kept her with a boy and a girl, and I'm going to tag them right now. And this ewe who adopted the other triplet is doing really well. I'm going to tag them as well. The lamb with the legs is not doing well. We don't have high hopes for her, but we're still trying to see if we can bring her around. So we got all these lambs tagged, and we thought this is the twin ewe lamb. She's pretty nice, and we thought we'd try weigh her if we can figure out how our scale works. She's pretty perky. Her sister is the one that didn't do well at all, but this one looks really sharp. There she is. And the little adopted guy's looking pretty sharp too. Just putting some more straw bales out in the second breeding groups. Still a wall up here, so he has to lift this bale over into Casanova's group. What? Casanova is a big challenge because he thinks there's nothing more fun than bale day. Come on, Ben. Good boy. Coming behind you. Coming behind you. He's starting to be able to outsmart you now. Watch out. Decided to leave the rest of the bale in there so that maybe Casanova would have something to do. Becky's back. We had a little bit of a ram chase. Probably best is if you push him from the behind and Arnie will take him by the head. This is the really friendly guy from the other day, and today he's decided to be a little bit rambunctious. Ben? But we trimmed his hooves, and he's been dewormed, so he's ready to go. Max! And now he's walking really well. See if they can get them in the trailer here. Pretty good. So now that we're into lambing, I have to do afternoon checks as well. So the Dorsets all look quiet. This is siesta time, so most everyone's looking quiet. In Gladiator's pen, we got our famous ewe. So I'm on night duty now. This girl, she's getting a little stronger, I think. She's still a little weak, so we'll probably keep her and her lambs in here an extra day. Normally we'd let them out, but I don't trust her. But the lambs are tagged. Just fed the bottle to this little lamb under here. And I got him standing up a few times today. So we'll see. And everyone is fed. So looks like nobody's doing anything at the moment anyway. They're all eating. And when you're watching, you see everything. So maybe we'll see in the morning. And the lambs out here are napping under the feeder and look good too. So that's it for night chores. Pretty quiet when nothing's happening. Just a matter of feeding a bottle baby. And spent the whole afternoon trying to fix my computer, which is down again. So hopefully it won't affect future videos. But I guess I'm going to have to be calling Best Buy or someone tomorrow to try to figure out how to get that all running again. And until then, I guess that's it for today. Thanks for joining us, and I hope you join us again tomorrow for the next episode at Ewetopia Farms. Bye for now.